Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished the no cable route of this room. Man, this exit door looks so close, it's so tempting, but no, I have to go this way. I have one more thing to do down here. So first thing I want to know here. If I were to look at everybody's demo, let's not look too close. This one takes the decoy potion, this one takes the decoy potion, this does not. Okay, so Aquador's demo. If I have to look at one that doesn't take the decoy potion, there is one available there. Great. Aquador, you're going to save me from being stuck here forever. So let's make one last attempt without cheating. Do I now? You're just stuck in a little room. Who are you to criticize? Right, this jerk. The worst dude. So I tried a lot of stuff in this room. Many bad memories were made here. Things that I learned. I have to step on this to get out. Water skipper has to be killed. Changes the state of these doors. And toggles this one for some reason. Someone has to be here. This must be held while I'm going in there. Right? Not necessarily. Okay, so I've just had a new thought. It's not a good one, but there might be some potential to it. So what if I'm in here beyond these doors? There's no one on this beyond a certain point. There is someone here. The Slayer sees that this door needs to be opened to get to Bithro. He walks over here and steps on this, allowing Bithro to step through there and toggle the state of those. Okay, so yeah, so Slayer mans this pressure plate. Don't let him in here. Keep him out of there. Keep everybody out of there for now. Oh, fascinating. So I'd want to open this up specifically so that it would close off, but no, I wouldn't want that yet. Okay, so I still have the problem of how do I keep this stupid jerk Omplic in place. The worst monster I've ever encountered. This guy. Because somebody has to be there. This plate doesn't do anything else, so I can't trick the Slayer into stepping onto it. Probably. Okay, so... yeah... I have ideas here. Oh, I do have ideas here. Okay, let's try some stuff. So for the moment, let me just kill the goblin and the guard. This obviously won't work long term, but yeah. Let's do it for right now, just to make things easier. Okay, so Slayer. Evil Eye can just do whatever the Evil Eye wants to do. It's fine. Slayer, I'd like you in a specific spot, facing a specific way. That's almost the spot. I want you one south of there. So I should probably have whisked you across that. Facing... facing this way. I want the Omplic to look at you while you're doing that. Slayer, don't do that. Just hold still. Okay, so you forget about me with your wisp. You turn a bit. Can you do that again differently? Oh ho. Oh ho. Stay that way? No. Yes, I did it. Okay. Slayer is blocking Omplic in place. Everything is as it should be. Yes, that's fine. That is not okay, is it? Well, let's see what happens. So the Slayer is going to move, then the Ontlik will start coming toward me, and this will begin to happen. So I'm through here. But I can't make the Slayer do anything. Okay, so this is a start, though. I need him back on that again. To motivate him to do that, that looks like a problem to me. Could I do this early? Not really. So, yeah, problem is... when this closes because of that, he steps off of his place here. He's the most cooperative monster that I have access to. A guard won't sit there for very long. A goblin won't sit there for any length of time unless there's a decoy here facing north. Wouldn't that be a handy thing to have in this room? Imagine if the room had one of those. Now, once I'm in here, there's still a problem with the Ontlik. Like, I think there's going to be some trickiness to this. Because he's just going to slide into my row. Maybe this is where I shove another monster up here, like maybe the guard, so that somebody could stay in place for a moment there. Okay, that's not implausible. So I could shove the guard in here, have the Slayer there. I don't know what job the goblin would be doing, maybe sitting on one of these, but he can't sit on one of those. Okay. This still feels like it's almost something. Almost. If only this didn't close. Because I need this still to be held by the time B-throw gets there, and it's going to be unheld because this will break the wisp path and stuff. As soon as the wisp is broken... let's see, as soon as the wisp is broken, he starts following it. Since he already has to be on there while I go across this... I can't have him follow and, like, land back on there. Can I? What if I routed the wisp to such a place that it ended, like, somewhere up, like, on this diagonal or something? Well, no, it's going to end on that door no matter what. Yeah, I can't control the wisp end like that. Okay. Well, I tried some stuff. I am sure... okay, so, like, the central contradiction here, no matter what, when B-throw is all the way up here on this tile, somebody has to be sitting there. I definitely can't have that happen without having opened this, right? Now, wait a second, what about the Evil Eye? So the Evil Eye is a free monster that I get... without having interacted with this. What about the idea of putting the Evil Eye here? Have I done that? Like without pressing this? So the Evil Eye would press this plate as I come through here, releasing those monsters after this happens. That sounds extremely improbable. But let's try it. So, this guy's not that hard to manipulate, really. I get you into place there, and I can actually do a little better than that, like this. So you're over there now. Is that what I want? Let's see, I have to face this way because the Ontlik jerk... no, this won't happen this way, will it? Again, because of the Ontlik jerk, I get stuck there. Well now, hold on. So let's flip this horizontally. I'm not convinced yet that this is impossible. I'm getting closer, but I'm not yet. Okay. Getting definitely closer to convinced. So no combination of this lets me get on the other side of that pit with the evil eye still in there, does it? Don't be so sure. Let's try a little harder. Somehow. So let's see, using these tunnels wouldn't help. Yeah. Oh, Lick. Why do you just have to be the worst thing? Okay, this is... Oh... Okay, so that's what those powder kegs are for. They're actually to prevent this, aren't they? I think that's it, because I can't travel through a tunnel with my sword this way. Yeah, okay, so that's to be rude to me when I'm trying to get through there. What a weird mechanism. Like, I blow myself up if I defend against the Omplic beam, and I can't use the tunnel if I don't defend against it. And I don't have anything else to block it at that point. And even if I could do this, the evil eye would go there when B-throw is there. Then here when B-throw is here. Here when B-throw is here. Here, here. Yeah, no, that still doesn't add up. And because of preferences, I can't have him just end up on the north side of this with B-throw on the south. I'm pretty sure. Well, now, hold on. No, it definitely doesn't help to go in here. It's not that far off from helping, but it doesn't help. Okay, I'm not 100% convinced of this yet. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time on it. Could I do something with this area? No. That had a quick answer. Like, this is the closest I can get to this, it seems. Now, hang on, what about these little things? If I have all the time in the world to deal with Omplic beams... So if you go to the north, and then I stick you on there, nothing good comes of it. Nothing good comes of it. No, no, this doesn't help. This doesn't help. Nope, nothing. Okay, let me get a hint. Let's do this. Aquator, which one are you? This one. Alright, so I'm going to watch the first few moves of this and see what she does. Does she step on that plate? Yes. Okay. Alright, so there is a solution to this room that involves stepping on that plate right away. So what I'm doing with the evil eye, while I'm not convinced it can't work, it's not the way one other person did this. So let's assume that that's not an action that I want to take at first. This is a good way to use a demo. Go the minimum number of moves until you see some decision, make that same decision, and then try to make the room work from there. That's not the most informative decision, honestly, because, like, that was the most likely thing. Evil Eye just was not going to get into the place where I needed it to. It's not far from that working, though, honestly. Just, like, the shape of this pressure plate and the Omplic tunnel powder keg mechanism here, and the fact I can't get to these tunnels from without having stepped on this, are the things that make that not work. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I could have, like, stuck the Evil Eye here. Because, like, as soon as... If I could just get B through here and Evil Eye there, I could very easily just walk over there, have him step into that space, walk all the way through here, everything's happy, walk up past this, Omplic is still imprisoned, and that's great. get here, wait for the evil eye. He steps on that. Actually, what I'd probably do instead of that is face north and walk all the way up here, so the evil eye would slide up there and end up in that spot. Which wouldn't actually work because the Omplic would beam me. No, it'd be fine. I'd just face west. Get him there. Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is not in line with... I thought I would be beamed here if I wasn't facing... Okay, no. Okay, but anyway, that's not what I'm doing. The hint says, step on this right away. So... since this plate is no longer pressed, I mean, this is the only thing... This is the only thing that toggles this. I absolutely must have this plate pressed. Unless someone other than Bithro goes in here. Which again, like that other room... Hey, what about a guard? Hey, no, guard would have... I couldn't get the guard into this column and keep him there. And also certainly couldn't get him to face north up there. Same with the Slayer. There's no way either the guard or the Slayer is going to stab that water skipper, even if I could get them all the way up here. Like, I can't convince a Slayer to face his hook north when he's more than two tiles to the east of me. Like, if I were standing here and I faced south, I think he'd face north. Or like here. But I can't, and that's pit. Beathra can't stand on that. So yeah, it does have to be Bithro in here. So it's not like this room where I had to reverse who goes in there. Oh yeah, right, sorry. So for this room, oh shoot, I have a demo that was posted for this that I didn't actually import. Oh well. Apparently I did every step of the intended solution here, just not all at once. So I tried all the things, some of them were right. Eventually I made it work. Anyway, not too worried about that. Okay, so I'm kinda tempted to take another hint right away. See, this is what happens when you start looking at hints. Your threshold for looking for more hints goes way down. One of the reasons I don't like to do it. But if I am aware of that, then I can adjust for that bias. Okay, so I don't have any new ideas past this point, though, is the thing. So let's make some. Alright, so who steps on this plate? It has to be Slayer. Guard won't stay, Goblin won't stay, Evil Eye won't stay, so it has to be Slayer. Okay, so if it has to be the Slayer on this plate, how do I keep him there for longer than shortly after this blows up? Kinda seems like I don't. So the Wisp can't really overlap itself. It's going to come off of here in some direction. By the time Bithro gets in here, the Wisp will have passed through this door. So the Slayer will end up next to this door and then switch to Unbrained mode. In Unbrained mode, a Slayer here, with Bithro in this vicinity, will definitely never step on this plate unless he has a reason to want to open a door that this opens. So what if he's on his way to open this at the time Bithro goes in here? Now we're getting funky. If he's on his way to open this, his Wisp, right, so when a Slayer wants to open a door, he smells it, then walks away, leaving a Wisp trail behind him. So like if he got here, and this door closed, it would cut off his Wisp trail, and he would lose interest in opening that door, I think. You know what? This is something to test in the editor. Testing area. So whatever was going on here, yeah, don't worry about it. What are those force arrows? I don't know. I'm getting rid of them. Something for something squad horns. Anyway, so let's set up a contrived mechanism. So here is a closed door. Here's a pressure plate that opens it. Here is a door that will cut off the Slayer's route to that pressure plate, which should certainly be open right now. Oops, open. And here's an orb that'll toggle it. And missing ingredient is Slayer.
A Slayer comes for you.
So when a Slayer comes for me, so he goes here, he smells the door. What? Did I not wire this properly? Oh, he's too close. Right, so he's going into close combat mode. Whoa, don't make that many Slayers. That's too many Slayers. Let's see, orbs, pretty sure, yeah, they block pathfinding, but just so that I don't even have to ask that question. Yeah, so he wisps away, steps, wisps forward, because he wants to use his wisp through the door. If I do this, he immediately... Hold on, let's do that when the door is closed. So if I do that now... Right, he doesn't have his path anymore. If I do it... What I want to know is when I do it now. He still steps! Oh, he still steps! Okay, so that's interesting. Let's move this a little farther away just to demonstrate better. But yeah, so he does not lose interest as soon as his wisp is cut off. So I can do this now, and he still steps. Okay, so how many do I have? Okay, and also he waits a moment. So smelling a door takes a turn. He goes there. I've had my turn counter off for the longest time. Let's turn that back on. And then deciding what to do after this takes a turn, right? This will go to 27, then he'll step off. Okay, so it's the number of turns from there to there, then one extra on the plate, then he comes back. So could this theoretically work, assuming there were no, like, additional problems? If the answer to that is no, then I can start looking elsewhere. If the answer to that is yes, then things get complicated. So the theory would be... how many turns does this take? How far can Bithro get before this door closes? So Bithro would be here. Slayer could be as far away as... Okay, so when do bombs go? They blow up after monsters move. So if the Slayer is here on this turn, Bithro moves, Slayer moves and ends up on the door, bomb goes off, door blows up. So that's, assuming I got that right, that's the maximum amount of time. So Slayer would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because he stands there for a turn. Bithro would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. It's impossible to reach this, even if I didn't have to deal with the Omplic beam, and assuming I could set up this contrived situation, okay. So the no was the more interesting answer there, because it cuts off that entire branch of reasoning, so I don't have to consider it anymore. Great! Okay, so I do not want to convince the Slayer to want to open this door by stepping here to open this door. That is not an action I need to take. Alright then. Still real curious why these blow up. I understand why the powder kegs are here. I don't understand why the fire traps are here. Am I ready for another hint? Yes. Definitely. Let's look at this. Oops, don't rename. What's your next step?
Hold up, little man.
Shush, Bithro. Shush, Bithro. You know what this is going to turn into? I'm just going to watch this demo and do what it does, I bet. That sounds likely. You're going to have the guard step on that plate? Really, the guard? No. You're getting around the guard. And yes, having the guard step on the plate. Really, the guard? I have an opportunity to escape this prison, and you know what? I don't care about solving this anymore. I'm watching the demo. This is what I'm doing. Show me how to do it. Like, I have spent enough time here. I'm done. Trap Slayer on that. Okay. Well, you've lost your opportunity to use the guard's body as a powder keg to stop the Slayer hook. No, I was doing the opposite, although both ways work. Slayer doesn't want to stab guard, guard doesn't want to stab Slayer, so you retrieve a goblin and put him on the other one. Drop the trapdoors, step on that. Great. Okay, reasonable. How are you going to deal with this? So let's examine this for a moment. How do I predict she will deal with this? Looks impossible to me. This guy's not coming off of there. This will be closed by the time he gets a chance to step on that, so nobody's ever going to step here. Also, the Ontlik is not going to stay in place here. So by all of my analysis, the room is definitely unsolvable now, and yet this is a victory demo. Evil Eye awakens. What are you going to do with that? What good is an Evil Eye in this situation? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Whoa, and the Slayer hook keeps reflecting the... Oh, okay. Alright, well, there was the solution. Alright, let's just execute that. So I'm not going to copy the exact steps or anything, but... Ew, really? That's it? That's really it? So it looks like this is another room where I tried all the individual steps of the correct solution, but just not all at once. Okay, so I had the whole idea of putting the guard there. I guess I didn't think of having the Slayer there with his hook facing that way, because it's easier to keep a Slayer hook facing one direction than keep a guard sword facing that direction if Beether's not in the right wedge. Alright, alright. Well... Hey, stop that. Yeah, this is fine. And I still, execution's still left to me. I saw that get executed, so it's fine. Oh, okay, so you did that without involving the Evil Eye's spot, which I can do too. Mm-hmm. Right, because I would have awakened the Evil Eye earlier to get it out of there so that I could step in that spot to get the guard. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have even really tried to put the guard here because I assumed it was for something else. This is what you get from assumptions. Alright, so fine. Slayer, with your hook. He brings the hook. Oh, he doesn't want to step there. Well, it's just because of my sword. That's the only reason. There we go. Bring your hook right there. Keep it there. Hi, Goblin. Let's go on a little journey that ends with you there. I should guess drop those trapdoors. That was a weird way to say that, so that's how I said it. Alright, Ontlik. And Evil Eye. I'm going to use this tunnel so that Ontlik looks there. Slayer turns because I used the tunnel. Okay, so then in that case, Slayer, face your hook there. She did this all at once and was all fancy about it. I'm less fancy. Although I want to be that fancy actually because I do need the Evil Eye in this spot. Alright, so you come on up here, do this. And then I can do that, and it all works out. How silly. I don't like this room, if you couldn't tell. I don't like this version of it. With the decoy potion, it was fine. Putting the decoy there, facing north, doing all that. That was fine. This is icky. Not a fan. Alright, so those blew up. Is that important for some reason? Those guys are free, which releases me. I had time to get there before the Ontlik was a jerk. Well, actually, no. It's way too late to make that Ontlik not be a jerk. Oh, and the fire traps for killing the goblin, I see. Alright, so to do this, I already learned this. I do that. This is cool. I like this. This part, that's a good part of this room. Yeah. How are you going to do that from all the way over there? Try it. Something's wrong here. The room's not clear. What activates this? Oh. Guess I'm going to have to convince the Slayer to stab the Goblin, which is easy. Watch. How about like... there. Sure. Okay, now the Slayer gets to die. They don't like to step on fire traps, but if he's already on an inactive one, he doesn't know it's going to activate. Well, I've got this decoy potion now, but who do I give it to? Oh wait, I know. Arky always seems to be short on these things. So why don't I toss one his way? Okay, fine. 2 potions then. Alright, that's a pretty good joke. I like it. Hey look, I don't ever have to look at this again. Oh man. Wow, I managed to get all my Christmas shopping done. I even found gifts for Ebby and Arky. That was way better than waiting in line all evening. Alright, so I bet there are like 4 variants of this. Time to settle in for a nice restful Christmas Eve before I hand all these out tomorrow. Too bad I spent like 20 days here, and it's way past the season. I guess he'll have them for next year. Ugh. 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 Ew. So again, this is a very high quality entry. I just have a little bit of a problem with the implementation of those 2 routes of those 2 rooms. Everything else, just the 2 that I got stuck on, are the only ones I have complaints about. The rest of that was great. Okay, so, wow, finally, this marathon draws to a close, and this is going to be like a real quick victory lap. Probably not a 1 episode thing, but almost certainly not more than 2. Okay, great. And I don't even feel bad about looking at the demo for that, because I spent enough time on it. It was just time to move on. Alright, great. So I'll see you next time for first place.